Joining me now is Michael J. Vallerie, Republican candidate for Congress in Maryland's 7th Congressional District. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me, what do you see as the single most important issue facing the nation and your district right now?
The single most important issue is our loss of manufacturing and the jobs that manufacturing created. It's important to note that 50% of our entire workforce are people who have graduated high school but not furthered their education beyond that. These are the people that typically would be looking for positions in manufacturing facilities. These are lower paying positions that don't offer much in the way of, their employment opportunities have been reduced to retail sales and fast food. Those positions don't offer much in the way of growth opportunities or high compensation. Retail, this is where the jobs are most needed. By creating jobs for this group of people at this level, we'll create jobs for all levels. Manufacturing positions provide excellent opportunity for growth and income. They're permanent jobs, and most importantly, they're not paid for by a stimulus, but they're paid for by the consumer at a cash register.
So now, what would you do in office to affect the greatest change in improving the quality of life of your constituents?
The key to improving everyone's life is to create a small business environment where small business can flourish and jobs, again, will be abundant. As a prerequisite to creating more jobs, we need to address those factors that contribute to the cost of labor. This includes several different types of insurance, such as health care, workers' compensation, and unemployment insurance. These insurance programs are all managed by the individual state. The states don't seem to understand insurances and fail to make any efforts, or they apply the wrong effort. The cost of social insurances is substantial, and it's debilitating to blue-collar employers, and it needs to be corrected. In addition, we need to introduce into our education system programs that will better prepare young people for the workforce. We need programs that will assist students in the development of pride, self-confidence, organization, and teamwork. And these programs need to be introduced at a grade school level.
What would you say are the major assets that you bring to the office?
I am a successful business owner in Baltimore. I'm a blue-collar employer, and I think it's critical to get people, candidates with employer experience into Congress. Small business owners all have hands-on experience, and we all learn to be highly efficient and work within our means, or we close our businesses. I have a total of 26 years as a business owner or employer. I have 13 years as a blue-collar employer here in Baltimore. I have 13 years experience in the insurance industry. I have 4 years experience as a truck driver and a mechanic, and I have 3 years experience in the Air Force as a crew chief. I was honorably discharged. As a Baltimore business owner, I understand the difficulties and challenges that do face people in our area. Tax incentives and loans do not address the obstacles that prohibit small businesses from being successful. Through my experience in the insurance industry, I did work with over 150 small business owners on finessing their insurance portfolios and trying to make their budgets work. I know what's needed to create a healthy environment where small business can flourish.
So what's the single most important message that you would like to convey to voters listening?
My major concern has been and still is the cost of health care, which continues to be a major obstacle in balancing any budget, being at the state, any business, or a home. There's two fundamentals needed to reduce the cost of health care. The first is a tort reform that will eliminate malpractice premiums for all providers of outpatient services. Now, tort reform is much simpler than everybody thinks. Consider that workers' compensation is actually a tort process. In the event of a work-related injury, you receive compensation for your loss of income. You receive unlimited medical care for your injury. And if you're permanently injured, you'll receive some type of indemnification. In exchange for these benefits, you as an employee waive your right to sue your employer. Therefore, since we have a model of tort reform that actually works, that we have between the employer and the employee, why don't we simply apply this to the medical industry between the doctor and the patient?
Okay.
Second, we need to return to the original definition of covered medical services, which would eliminate the use of insurance on routine office visits. This should be coupled with the expanded use of health savings accounts. Insurance was originally established to guard against the risk of
I'm going to have to wrap you up because
Are we
we're out of
five
time. We only
already?
get 5
We're on
minutes.
5?
With Michael J.
Okay.
Vallerie, Republican
Thank
candidate
you.
for Congress in Maryland's 7th District. Thank you very much for joining us, and good luck to you.
Thank you. We're on 5, huh? Okay.